In life we often like to control everything. Our mind wants to be in control. But you need to understand that you are never in control. This life moves its own pace, no matter what you do or try to do. You have been taught to focus on the outcomes. Nothing else matters. When you get the outcome that you want, then you only succeed and everything was worth it and everything you did right. But even immediately when the outcomes do not match the expectations that you had, then you start to question everything. But you need to understand that outcomes are only the matching part. What did you do? That is only a natural result. Natural outcome. The following part of what happened. It is not like something suddenly changes. Only thing that you can control is your input, your investment. What do you do? How you do it? And then the result is, the outcome is just something that comes out of it. But why to put so much weight to those outcomes? You did what you did, and that was it. And move forward. Either it was enough or it wasn't. No matter what happened, happened. Try to live more in a moment. No, not focusing about the outcome so much. It is the process that means everything. The outcome is just a feedback to you that you can use to analyze your working process, to change your direction, how you approach things, how you do things. Nothing else. You can't force things in this life. Of course there is some things, but sometimes you have to just let the world do its thing, universe doing its thing, going with the flow, living in a moment. You give so much power away of your control when you focus on the outcomes too much. It is not the outcomes that we live for here. Of course they are part of it and nice to remember and feel, experience, but the process leading up to it is the meaningful part. The amount of freedom that you experience when you release yourself on certain outcomes. To believe the process, no matter what. Often the outcome is just one part of it. The process leading up to it many times give you so much more than the actual outcome. And we often forget that. You tried your best. You did what you did. And the outcome was what it was. So why the unnecessary hassle, judgment? Stop caring so much. Everything in this life always not work out. And sometimes some things are just meant to be. Leading you to something better. You just analyze your results and outcomes and based on that decide what was the reason for it and what I can do better next time. How I can reach the outcome next time. For me, in my life, I have always focused about the outcome until I learned to understand that I just set myself in a disappointment So I started to live in a moment, being in the part of the process, seeing the beauty and all the useful things in the process leading up to it. Often I can't control the outcome, so why then think about it? Why focus on it so much? Why give your energy to it? Your limitless energy. Focus on what you can control. Focus on yourself. External is just external. It will come when it will come. So simple is that. We as humans often overcomplicate things unnecessarily. Put so much pressure on ourselves and the results. But you have to really ask yourself why the outcome is so important to you, and is it really that bad if it will not happen like you want it to be? And to realize that sometimes it is not up to you. You did not anything wrong. Understanding that life always wouldn't go like you wanted to. And setbacks are just one part of it, and actually one big, crucial, beautiful, useful part of it. You free yourself so much. Take back your control of your life. No stress and unnecessary pressure. Only moment that you have is here and now. And only you can control this moment that you are living in. Not the future, not the past. So your focus only should be, most of the time, should be in here and now. Why focus on something else and giving energy to it? Something that really does not matter. The universe works always the same way. The physics, everything in this world works always the same way. It's not like when you think about those outcomes and focus on them and put so much pressure on that something would change. Of course, you can understand better the importance of that thing and put more effort. But everything starts up from understanding that these principles, only what serves you here and now, and getting the outcome faster or better, more convenient way is your only job to focus about. So remember that you can achieve anything and the results will come at its own time. But you can't often affect on that. The timing. Your input is only thing that you should focus about and is something that will affect the outcome part. And that should be the only part that you focus on you. Always. Like I said, always everything starts from you. And everything ends up there. Thank you again being with me. Hope you learned something and see you next time. Thank you.